You know what this is right here, boys? Right there is backstrap sinew from a whitetail deer. We are sitting here processing a whole bunch of, this is one backstrap right here. It looked like this, but I processed one of these down into a big old bundle of sinew because we got another bow, long bow that I'm gonna back with the backstrap. I'm gonna back a bow with the backstrap sinew and in hopes of making it stronger. Right now this bow is probably around 40-50 pounds. I haven't put it on a scale yet, but it's a good shooting bow. But I got the sinew and I want to make it even better shooting bow, make it tougher. On this bow there's one little spot that's kind of lifting up a little bit of splinters where my vise tooth kind of pressed in too deep. I usually put a leather glove between my vise teeth so it protects it a little bit, but I guess I didn't do that on this bow. This is one of the first bows I ever built. But we're going to sinew back this sucker, and hopefully it makes a badass shooting bow. It already is a good shooting bow, but we're going to make it even better. Hopefully the sinew will raise the poundage up, maybe about a 50 pound, 55 pound bow. Hopefully it shoots good, so maybe we can shoot another deer with the sinew back bow. Let's do it. Alright, so for this backstrap sinew, I just flayed it off the backstrap, and all I've been doing is just kind of ripping it apart. This stuff is tough. Pulling off some pieces. It's pretty dry. Like, I don't know what else it'd be like. Pulling it apart, and it's just like you see all the fibers. I hit myself in the face. I'll just pull these down into little fibers. It takes forever. It's kind of a pain, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm making these little bundles. I don't know, trying to do as fine as fibers I can so glue can soak it all up. And yeah, just making a bunch of these. It's a lot of work breaking them down. On this sinew there's a membrane on the back of it. I don't know if that's good for it or not, but I'm just peeling it off. It's like paper. If this stuff might be good for it, I don't know. We're just getting these fiber stuff. On the sinew, I figured out if you take it and you kind of like, I don't know if that focus, just work it back and forth and then like move over a little bit. Work it back and forth. But it like breaks the fibers up really nicely. This stuff's strong. You just keep working back and forth and it breaks them up, and then you can just, you know, pull them apart. Have all the different fibers. Pull them off. These backstrap fibers will go like a longer portion of the bow. Kind of like that. Less work. You can lay like, that right there's probably 18 inches of sinew that I can lay across the bow. More surface area. One solid piece, so it'll, you know, more bendy, more strong. I also have the leg sinew that we could process down. That's a lot stronger stuff right there. The leg sinew. This is a tendon, like Achilles tendon off of a deer, and the only way I figured out how to get it broke down so strong is beat it with a hammer until it like breaks up, and then you just do it the same way, but these are real short, and I think the backstrap are probably better because it'll cover more area. But these tendons on the legs are strong. I've got my sinew soaking in a little bowl of like warm water. It's not hot water, it's just warm, because I don't want to cook the sinew. I just want to hydrate it. I'm gonna let that soak in there for a couple minutes, and as soon as I put that in there, it instantly started getting soft. So I know I broke down the fibers good enough. I think I have plenty of sinew from those two backstraps to do this whole bow. This bow right here behind me, this bow is the bow that we're gonna be sinew backing. This is the longbow that I built back here behind me. And if you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that or not, right there, there's a little tooth mark from my vise, and it's actually pressing in through that layer, and it's wanting to start raising a crack right there. So hopefully by sinew backing this bow, it should fix that. And it's not busted yet, but I think the sinew back will protect it so in the future it won't break. This bow right here is probably about 45, maybe 50 pounds at 28 inches. I cleaned this bow with some Dawn dish soap, getting oils off of it, and now I'm gonna take I'm gonna take this file, and on the edge of this file is like little teeth. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna rough up the whole back of this bow so the glue and the sinew can adhere to the bow pretty nicely. yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Making sure I'm getting all the edges where it'll stick on the edges so it doesn't raise up. So the sinew can stick pretty good, doesn't raise up. A hacksaw blade would probably work better, but the edge of this file working pretty good, just scratching it up. That's all we're trying to do, is just scratch it up real nice, make it look, or make it where the glue will get in there. Alright, this is probably going to be a disaster, because I should have separated all into little bundles, and I just put the whole thing in there, because I figured I could separate it after, but now it's like all wanting to knot up. It's weird shit, but it's weird stuff. So anyways, we're going to make this work. So we're going to be using this titebond glue. I'm probably going to dilute it down with a little bit of water, but all we're going to do, put some on a plate, and soak the sinew into it. I don't have any gloves, so we're just going to deal with this shit being on our hands. I'm just going to run each individual bundle of sinew in it and just start laying it on this bow. Hopefully it works that way. We're going to find out. Just put a little bit on the plate. We'll start with that. We'll see what happens. Grab a bundle of this sinew. Maybe add a little water to it. Dilute it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Dip some of this sinew in there. Gonna get everywhere, I'm sure. We're gonna start in the handle. Lay it on there and just kind of make sure the fibers are running long ways. Try not to get it too thick. Just trying to make it like a single layer for now. Alright guys, well I just finished sending you back in this bow, and that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. My bundles started like twisting together and getting all clumpy, and then when I was spreading it out, some of those fibers would be pulled out and it just ball up. Yeah, it doesn't look that pretty, but I think it's going to work. It's starting to set up pretty fast. I think it's going to take a couple days for the sinew to dry 100%, but that titebond's starting to dry pretty quick. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. First time I've ever done it, so hopefully it does. This is the bow, sinew back. My first ever sinew back bow. This is actually the first bow that I've built, so hopefully it works. I don't know. I even wrapped some sinew around, like in segments, to like hold it down. I don't know if that's smart or not. I feel like I could, cut it off later with a file or something. And I didn't go all the way to the end of the limb tips. I just went to the bend because the end of the limb tips aren't working. They're since this bow is a reflex bow, the tips don't work. They're just levers. So I didn't go all the way to the tips. But I did go through the handle, and it's not that pretty. But I feel like if this works, I'm going to take a snake skin or something or some rawhide and cover it up, and you'll never know. It looks like shit. So let's come back to it once it dries and retiller it, I'm sure. Try to get as even as possible and lay it all as even as possible. Very, very hard to do. I feel like rawhide would probably be a lot easier to do, but if this works, this bow is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see the finished product. Hopefully it sticks. All right, we'll see you when this bow's dry. All right, boys and girls. Well, it's been about a week. I had this sinew back bow. Let it dry. Probably don't need a week to dry, but I let it, dry for a little while. And with that wood glue, it probably only took like 24 hours to harden, but I wanted that sinew to dry up completely. And it looks pretty cool. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It looks like wood grain. like, looks like bark or something. It looks really cool. I don't know if I did it right. This first time I ever seen you back a bow, but it looks pretty cool. It didn't draw up in a reflex as much as I thought it would. In fact, I don't think it did any, but it's definitely, I don't know, it looks the same. But we're gonna shoot it today. We're gonna put a string on it, check the tiller, make sure it's still pretty good tiller wise, and then shoot it a couple times, see if any of this sinew pops off or whatever, and then we might take a deer hunting this evening. So let's throw a string on her real quick. Make sure I got the right loop. Put her on there. Now I did put some sinew. Probably need to cut that off. I did wrap some sinew wraps around the tips right there to make sure it like stays on. And I might take some. I don't know. I might just leave it on there. Leave it on there. The string doesn't want to slide now with all that shit on there. I might have to sand this stuff down. I don't know. We're gonna put this string on there. Let's come down a little bit more. All right, let's string this little bow real quick. Hope we don't break. Watch out, Ian. Over there. Bends. There it is, sinew back. Feels a little stronger. It's a lot stronger. So I'm gonna snap back. Let's throw a measuring tape on it real quick. I'm all square on there, see where the tiller is looking at. So we're about an eighth positive. It was like a quarter positive, but I did put a lot more sinew. It looks good. Smooth. That's like super smooth draw. How's it bend? Alright. It's looking good. Nothing's popping off yet. Looks pretty solid. Let's take it to the back, go shoot it a couple times. Alright, so I know it's a little blown out down there, but we got the bow. The sinew back Osage bow dart bow. Let's take a couple shots and see if it breaks. Shot good. Got another arrow, different arrow. Probably pulling about, I don't have a scale. Probably pulling about 50 pounds. Probably 45, 50, but that is a super, super smooth draw. Just like, that suit shoots good. Sinew backed from a whitetail deer. Right there's coming off a little bit. One of those wraps. Might just cut that with a knife. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. Sinew backed bow dart bow. Looks like, I don't know, it looks weird. But it's definitely a lot stronger. I only put one layer, and they say you put with like 2 or 3 layers. You're supposed to put like 2 or 3 layers on there. I only put 1 layer because I really didn't know what I was doing. But now I kind of do, and I think I can do it again. Let's take a shot. Alright, fellas. Well, there you have it. This is the bow dart sinew back from a white-tailed deer sinew bow. This sucker's awesome. Sinew back from my own deer that I shot with, not this bow, with a different bow. But it's really snappy. Shoots good. I don't know if it gained, but maybe like a couple pounds of draw weight. But it shoots really good, and it's not coming off. I might sand some of it down on the edges just to make it a little bit smoother. And I'm thinking about maybe wrapping it over the top with snake skin or rawhide or something Let me some rawhide from that deer I shot. I like it. Thanks for watching. If you like these bow building videos, drop a comment below, give it a like, and subscribe.